Welcome to Playboy Minute Movies, where we're going to teach you the truth about hangovers in just 2 minutes. Now, many of you have probably heard of the hair of the dog remedy, which suggests that consuming more alcohol will somewhat alleviate the throbbing pain that pervades your skull after a night of drinking. Some of you might even say, "My uncle swears by this," but perhaps you should ask yourself a few questions. Is your uncle perhaps the type who might arrive at formal occasions without wearing pants? Has your uncle ever made sexual advances on a floor lamp? Is your uncle Charlie Sheen? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you may want to consider the possibility that your uncle is an alcoholic. A recent study showed that those who embrace the hair of the dog method tend to suffer from alcohol dependency, and that further drinking can actually make some hangover symptoms worse. It shouldn't be a surprise that a drunk's solution to life's many problems is to drink more. Following their modus operandi might not be the wisest course of action, rather like taking advice on heroin from John Belushi. Another questionable cure for the common hangover is water. For years, experts suggested drinking large amounts of water under the mistaken belief that hangovers were caused by dehydration. Modern research suggests that there's nothing wrong with staying hydrated, but that hangovers are actually an inflammatory response similar to the aches and pains one gets while suffering from the flu. Given this recent discovery, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen are your best bet for relieving symptoms. Because these drugs don't react well to alcohol, you may instead want to focus on foods that have been shown to reduce inflammation, such as nuts, berries, olives, onions, tomatoes, and dairy products. Mixing these foods with your drinks may well help you to stave off the sensation of having an ice pick jammed in your skull. Now, before we go, it's important to remember that the best way to avoid a hangover is to simply moderate one's drinking. Remember, no matter how fun your uncle may have been at parties, he's still the man who threw up in your sandbox. Good luck. Thousands of women, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know in just 1 minute. Do not send me a form message that you've sent to 500 other girls. Do not open a message with